Hey guys, it's Chef Jason Morse, your Ace Hardware grilling expert, hanging out in Palatine, Illinois today at Weber headquarters. And the cool part of today, I'm hanging out with Weber's head grill master, Kevin Kolman, for all things turkey. That's right, we're cooking turkey on the Weber grills. Let's head in and get cooking. Hey Kevin, how are you?
Jason, good to see you
Thanks
again.
for having us here at Weber headquarters. This place is awesome. Tell us a little bit about what you've got.
I mean, it's the ultimate playground for barbecuing, right? So this is where it's like a culinary hub. Every good thing that comes out to the public pretty much gets started in here. So this is recipe testing, this is new grills, new accessories, anything really to do with the Weber brand and the culinary side, this is where the main focus is. So
that's awesome.
Fantastic playground for barbecue people like myself and
yourself.
And fantastic that you're here and we're gonna be able to walk people through some great tips come Thanksgiving, and that's what we're talking about today. We're here to learn some pretty cool tips on all the Weber grills, everything thanks grilling today. So we're gonna be talking turkey, and you've got some solid tips, right? So you ready to help us? Well, I mean, I have some solid tips. I think you have some solid tips. So together we're gonna do some pretty cool things to educate people on how to grill the perfect Thanksgiving turkey this year.
Tell us all about this Weber grill.
So we're gonna be talking about this beautiful indigo grill that you can only get at Ace, exclusive. We're gonna talk to you about setting up your turkey to grill on our Genesis. So first thing I wanna do, I'm gonna take the grates out, and these disposable drip pans, I'm gonna use 2 of them, and I'm gonna put them directly in the center of the grill. And the reason why I wanna do that is I want the drippings from the turkey to come inside of here. 1, I can use these for gravy, and 2, I don't have to worry about having to clean up all that stuff that the turkey let into the grill. So when we talk about setup, I like cooking my turkey about 300, 325 degrees, and we're gonna be using indirect heat here. So I'm gonna turn the first burner down to a medium. I'm gonna keep the middle burner off, and I'm gonna turn the second burner down to medium, close the lid, and let it preheat for about 10 to 15 minutes. Now, here in Chicago it gets cold. I'm sure it gets cold in Denver.
A little bit.
So what kind of tips do we have for people that are cooking in colder weather?
You know, I'm always a let this thing preheat. Let it preheat an extra 5 or 10 minutes when it's cold outside, because we really, or 15 minutes. I mean, you really want this to be at its maximum temperature so that, or not cold climates, 350 is gonna be 350 wherever you're at.
Yeah, that's the perfect thing about cooking outside on your Weber is at Thanksgiving time, I pretty much do everything outside.
Yep.
But it's nice that I don't have to heat up the house. I don't have to keep anything going in there. I can keep all my symphony of barbecues outside cooking all the fantastic things we're gonna eat.
All right, so we ended up here at this beautiful Genesis 2 Indigo, and I'll tell you what I love about grilling is really learning how to do everything that I can do inside, outside. So we're going offset with this today, and we're cooking our turkey on the grill, which is great. So we got it all set up, just like you showed us. We have our drip pan in there, got our grill grates all set, full tank of propane. We are set and ready to go. And I think we have a little bit to talk now about, I guess, temperature tracking, really, and how we're gonna best utilize technology to have less tending, more entertaining.
Well, unless you don't want to be inside with your family, you can pretend like you're out doing something at the grill.
And I've never done that before, ever.
I'm with you.
Maybe once.
I'm always, probably like 100 times.
Exactly.
But before we get started with that, good tip for people, always have a separate propane tank.
Yep.
Especially around the holidays, you're going to be doing more grilling. You never want to run out. That's a bad thing to happen, so always have a separate tank. But you bring a good point. The iGrill 2 is one of my favorite accessories and devices I use when I cook because of the precision. It makes my life so much easier. You've got probes for your meat. You can put a probe on for the actual grill temperature, so if you start seeing a fluctuation, you can set an alarm to yourself. It also, if you don't have, or our newer Genesis grills have an iGrill 3 option built into them, right? So you're not gonna have to put batteries in this. It's permanently on the grill. So newer Genesis will have the iGrill 3. Every other grill out there can use the iGrill 2 or the iGrill Mini. And again, when you're cooking for precision, there's not a better device out there than this to get you successful in the best turkey you're gonna cook.
Okay, so we loaded the iGrill, and now, what's this thing I hear about we're going upside down?
So we're going upside down, but Jason, you can tell you're a veteran of these things because you already have the probes in the turkey. It's much easier to have them in before you get it on the grill. And now this is an old school secret. So Jim Stephen, whose father founded this company, about 10 years ago, told me about this technique about putting the turkey upside down, and it was the most moist turkey that he's ever had. And it's one of those things now, every year for the last 10 years, I go halfway down. So this is a 20-pound turkey, gonna take 3 to 4 hours.
Sure.
First half of this is going to be upside down. We're gonna rotate it right side up, put a little olive oil, salt, and pepper on it, and finish it up. And that is the key to keeping that moist turkey.
Upside down, half the way.
Upside down, man.
I'm telling you, that's great.
You can't go wrong with the family that started Weber,
I got it. So we basically took it out of the brine. We didn't rinse it because we wanted to leave that brine flavor there. We wanted to leave that fat opened up on the skin. And I'm kind of a season halfway through guy, so this works out great for me because now I know to season it when I flip it. All right, it looks like we're about halfway done, and I've never done this before. This is a new process, so it's time to give this guy a flip, right?
That's the truth. So we know with the iGrill, that's what's helping us know exactly the right time to take this off.
So unplug it now?
Unplug it. That's a great tip for people. Don't try to lift everything at the same time. It's going to be awkward. I don't like doing this on the grill because it's hot down there, so I'm going to take this whole thing off. And then what I found the easiest way to do this, and Jason, you can help me a little bit. Now it's going to be warm. I'll take one tongs into one end, one into the other, and try to lift off.
All right, and then we're going to flip this guy,
just
right?
Rotate a little bit.
Oh, that is gorgeous.
Actually, let me adjust that a little bit. Perfect. See that? Now that is teamwork making the barbecue dream work.
And then this is a great time too if you want to add extra seasoning to it, or maybe a little more olive oil, or you want to wrap it in bacon. This is a great time to do it because now we're at about 125 degrees. So as we take this towards the finish of, what temp do you pull at?
I pull at about 160 to 165 degrees because there's going to be a little bit of carryover.
Yep.
It's just like on a hot day if you're in Florida and it's humid outside, right? You walk inside a cold air-conditioned house, you start to relax. That's exactly what I want our turkey to do, is give it 20 to 30 minutes to relax, let some of that moisture run back in, which is going to make it more tender and more flavorful for you.
All right, back on the grill, then we're going to plug the iGrill back into there and track it the rest of the way, right?
You got it. And that's what makes this really easy, because now we've got our iGrill probe in the same place that it was before, so we don't have to worry about re-putting it back in and finding a new place, because that could throw off the time a little bit. So try to keep that in. We're going to get this lid closed, and we're going to continue to cook this turkey.
Well, the alarm went off on the iGrill, which means one thing and one thing only. Turkey's done.
Turkey's done. Look at the color. It looks fantastic. You can tell it's nice and moist, right?
And I'm telling you what, I love that tip because this looks a lot fuller and more plump and juicy than I've ever seen. So we'll take the iGrill probe out, right? And then next thing, it's time to bring this in the house and let it rest a little bit, right?
You got it.
That is perfect.
Well, what did you expect with two
Nice
pitmasters
job.
together cooking?
Nice job.
All right, let's get inside and let this thing rest.
Let's do it. Well, I'll tell you, you said it earlier, that really, it's all about learning, and it's all about, we do the same thing, we all have different opinions, but at the end of the day, we come together around pretty fantastic stuff, and I'm excited that this is something new I learned today, and it's beautiful. And that upside down halfway and then right side up, this may be my new go-to for cooking turkey. So thank you for teaching me that awesome trick today.
Well, no, thank you, and thank you for coming. That's the beautiful thing about cooking with you and others, is you constantly are learning more, which helps your barbecue knowledge, and it gives you all these special tips. It's just like my fingertip test here. When I put a thumbprint down, I know if it stays in there and it goes down, we've got a beautiful moist turkey. So thank you again for coming. I always enjoy spending time. We'll have to do this more often.
Yeah, and thank you so much for having us. I mean, a whole day cooking with you in the kitchen and outside has been awesome. And now that we're done with this beautiful turkey recipe, we've also got a side dish video and a dessert video as well. So lots of cool content created today. And the best thing is you can grab it all on YouTube and at aceharagburger.com.